Hey guys, Joe here with TBIIinfinitey, bring you guys another Buddyfight deck profile. We got Darkheroes, and I'm kind of falling off this deck. It's like just Bushy's going all in for Zeta, and I'm cool with that, but in the sense of this deck's viability and how much I'm enjoying it, it's meek. It's very meek. I enjoy it from time to time, but the deck's just falling off. I still have fun with it, but is it worth keeping? I don't kind of think so. If I don't really see any new size ones, because that's kind of one of the main things I really want for this deck. More viable size ones. If the deck gets that, like, because I think it's already in a good place with its items, impacts, all that kind of stuff. I think it just really needs better size ones. But regardless, uh, I'm just gonna keep this deck for a while. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, and I might need to build something new with the money I get from selling this deck or something. Anyway, we got but enough about the future. Even though this future card buddy fight, we got a hero flag. Got my like nice little promo Makura flag, and buddy's a scar. 4,000 power, 3 critical, 4,000 defense, size 1. Really great. Just pressure card. Just get your opponent to bait out, destroy him. It's like, hey, I don't care. He was gonna destroy himself anyway. He's suicidal. He's got issues. Anyway, onto the deck. We have 4 copies of Noble of Darkness, Kill Knight, only size 0, and kind of and of course the best one to run. There's only like what Nabat's bad. Um, Noble of Dark, Kill Knight is got the ability basically a boomerang dragon's wave item equip, so it's like attack, return the hand at the end of the battle as long as you have that Dark Hero item, and it's really good because if you discard it by anything in effect, you can this use Warriors Jalen. Destroy an opponent's gauge, put a gauge to the drop zone, or gain a gauge. So it's just really good and versatile. Either you disrupt your opponent's plays or help your own plays. You have 2 copies of Sacrifice Iron Moonslash. Iron Moonslash is 6,000 power, 2 critical, 3,000 defense, size 1. Destroy itself at the end of the battle like Scar, and you can discard it, and you can use this ability once per turn to discard a Dark Hero and deal your opponent 1 burn. It's 6k power is really helpful to deal with problematic decks like Vortis, because 6k defense on that. Then there's, of course, Fifth Omni, like just 6k defense on their main monsters, so you can just attack it once, then use Nimakuro, destroy them afterward with his ability. So, really helpful. Then we have 3 copies of Darkness Fizz Gwen. Darkness Fizz Gwen is a 3,000 power, 2 critical, 2,000 defense, size 1, with the ability to get Shadow Dive if you have another Dark Hero on your field, and it only returns to the hand once you deal damage, so it can be annoying for your opponent to block this, and then you can't go for Death Crest. But if you have a feeling they're gonna do something like that, then you can just call Gwen to the center, attack. If they choose to, then you get a free body block unless they have Penetrate or Shadow Dive or something like that. So and then just let Gwen die and then go for your plays afterward. Either way, Gwen's just really nice because it helps go against walls and stuff. Then we have 4 of the best size 1 in the deck. We have 4 copies of Schwartz SD. Schwartz SD is 3,000 power, 2 critical, 1,000 defense. When this card enters the field, you can discard Dark Hero from your hand and gain 2 gauge. And at the end of the battle, it returns to your hand. So it's really, really nice to help keep recurring 2 crit and 2 gauge when you need it. So it's just a really great card. Then we have 4 copies of the Buddy, the Scar. So not going to get into explanations on that. Then we have 1 copy of Shadow Hero Schwartz. I am kind of testing him right now because Reverse Skull is what I mainly run it for because he's kind of most useful size 2. Schwartz is kind of losing relevancy, but I kind of am just trying him at 1 because there are some matches where he's useful, like against Sun Dragons, helps destroy that Ball Soleil so I can start going in for face. Help destroy Fafani's like drum. It helps just bait out what's his name, Impact Joe's like Impact Silhouette Joe's ability, just be like pop him, and like then this is like I kind of don't like that. Do I want to destroy him so he doesn't return to the hand and keep doing that because he does return to the hand at the end of the battle, just like Schwartz SD. So it's really annoying for your opponent. They don't deal with him if they have the chance, unless they get the chance to. And he's got a nice 7,000 power, 2 critical, and 4,000 defense. So it's pretty nice. Then we have 4. Sorry, not 4, because I just said that Schwartz was changed for the 4th copy, but 3 copies of Inverted Cranium Reverse Skull, 5,000 power, 2 critical, 2,000 defense, size 2, with the ability to become a size 1 if you have a Dark Hero item equipped, And when he enters the field, if you pay a gauge and discard any card from your hand, so any kind of dead card, doesn't have to be a Dark Hero, you give your Dark Hero item a crit in 2000 power. It returns to the hand at the end of the battle, so really help. So just like Schwartz has the nice recurable 2 crit, especially if you have an item it's under the size 1 recurable 2 crit, and it can pump up your item. Since both your main items do keep restanding, it can be really problematic. Either new Makuro being basically 6 damage, or old Makuro being 7 damage. Basically like discount impact Dragon Force style of impact. Then we have 3 copies of Successor of the Omnilord Makuro, 6000 power, 2 critical, 6000 defense, size 2, mainly an item for this deck though, of course. On Transform for 2 gauge, Omnilord keyword at the end of this of this card to attack. You have 4 less life, or you don't have monsters on your field. You can pay a gauge, stand him, and if you do destroy a monster in your opponent's field, the ability can only activate it once per turn. So really nice to deal with problematic monsters. Like for this deck, like maybe Jackknife with some soul that's not Aster, dealing with Fifth on the Drum, because you can just like say like attack him once, restand, it use the ability, it pops the drum, and then now you can just go for 2. Just really nice. A nice 6k defense, so it's really annoying for like decks that like don't like hitting Hero World's defensive items. Then we have 4 copies of the original Makuro. We have Knife Only Brave Lord Makuro, 525, size 2, with the Omnilord keyword at the end of the battle of this card. If you don't have any monsters, you can pay a gauge and restand him, and he gets an extra crit. You can only activate the ability once per turn. Transform cost of 1 gauge. Really nice. You can just call him, draw a card when you have first based out, and then you can just transform into after, because you can transform from the field if you didn't know that. Then onto the spells, you have 2 copies of the Shield of Justice Never Breaks, just a Solomon Shield, just backup null for I've seen your moves, and basically for decks that have really high power, you can easily hit your defense. We have 2 copies of Evil Aesthetics, either choose one of 2 effects, but after paying the cast cost to pay 1 gauge and 1 life. You could either add a single Dark Hero item back to your hand, or you can add 2 Dark Heroes of the same size back to your hand. So either grab 2 Schwartz SD, the Schwartz SD and Scar or something, or you can grab Makuro in another size too, and that basically gives you an item and another monster. So loopholes. Then we have 2 copies of Damage Control. Damage Control is a generic spell, set spell, that has the counteract during your opponent's turn. You can discard a card from your hand. If you do, reduce the next damage you would take by 2. Since Kill Knight does have an ability when he's discarded to either gain a gauge or take away your opponent's gauge, it really can mess with your opponent's plays during their turn. Like say, oh, they're at 2 gauge, 3 gauge, and then like they're ready, like you go against Sun Dragons or like I don't know, Black Dragons. Oh no, more relevantly, Neo Dragons. And they're like 2 gauge. They're like, oh, Galactical Punisher or Ball Lariat is coming, or Ball Weapon combination. It's like, oh no, I don't want to deal with that. Let me just damage control whatever like relevant attack they're going for. Discard Kill Knight, send Kill Knight to the drop zone, and then put one of their gauge to the drop zone. Now they can go for their impact plays. So pretty damn good play right there that I like to do sometimes against other aggressive decks. Then we have 3 copies of, but he's at the lowest rank. But he is at the lowest rank. There's a spell that whenever you can only cast it when aside when the last Dark Hero is destroyed. Then you can cast it, counter, and just add a Dark Hero monster or item to your hand for free. It's really nice. Adds consistency to the deck. Just really good. Then we have 4 copies of first Dark Hero Hideout. When's the second one? Because Bushy, it's been like 2 years. Where's that second? Anyway, when it's a set, you can only set one of these, and if the ability only activates once per turn, when a Dark Hero enters your field, you can draw a card. So the rest of the copies that you may draw after setting one of these will be dead, so you kind of want to discard them with Reverse Skull's ability a lot, or charge them when you get the chance. But it's a really great card to, of course, add consistency to a somewhat very rush-heavy deck, so it doesn't always get resources back. I've seen through your moves, just basic null, battle order circle, open center, just nullifying attack. Then we have one copy of Sneak Judgment. It's basically like Gwen. It can have Shadow Dive. You have another Dark Hero. So basically your strategy is, if you have Gwen, attack with this, and then you attack with Gwen, return it to the hand, draw a card. Because at the end of, when during your attack phase, if a monster leaves the field, you can draw a card, and the ability activates once per turn. It's 2 gauge to equip, 4,000 power to critical. Just really, really nice backup item. 8 weapons in the deck may seem obsessive to some people, but since all those are all Dark Heroes, if they're dead, you can discard them for Swords D for more gauge. For this pretty important card right here, Infinity Death Crest. Infinity Death Crest is a regular impact. You may only cast this card if your opponent's at 4 less life, you do not have any monsters, and you have a Dark Hero item equipped, 2 gauge, and deal 4 damage, and it's unnullifiable. The damage is can't be reduced. Sorry. Damage can't be reduced. But you can nullify the impact? Yeah, only Moonfang does that in Katana World 6. Anyway, Infinity Death Crest is still one of the most powerful impacts in the game. Most people are using it in Zeta just because you can do it anyway, because Zeta works that way. And that's just annoying. Just taking everything, aren't you, Zeta? Anyway, hope you guys like this video. Subscribe to TeamBurningInfinitey for more Buddyfight content. Hope you guys see you soon. If you give this video 10 likes, I will do my superhero deck profile in the next 2 to 3 days. If not, you're getting it next week on Monday. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Jalen from TBI and Buddyfight going out.